Welcome to this week's edition of the Truth Podcast.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's another Friday evening. Welcome to the Truth Podcast.
Hi, beautiful people. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Shamelessly, good evening. I mean, we are ashamed of ourselves because why? So why do you keep doing this?
You said?
Yes, why do you keep doing this? Why do you keep disappearing? Why? Why do you do that?
Truth is... I can't explain.
Anyways, welcome to today's show. Welcome to another Friday night. And we are truly sorry. We sincerely from the bottom of our hearts apologize for disappearing on you, for not even communicating. I don't like lack of communication. So imagine doing it to our listeners.
However, the reason why we were not available,
You have a reason.
one
Sam.
of the reason why is because producer was producing.
Bro!
Produced.
In fact, let me just say, we have an assistant.
Yeah. We have two producers.
And we've been having a good time in the studio so far because when when producer say this, assistant producer say no, checkmate. It's such a good time. Anyways, drum roll. Our producer got married. He got married to a gorgeous woman. And we are so happy.
The young man went into the market.
Yes, so with
and
eyes.
looked for the best with his eyes wide open.
Yeah, wide open. And we say congratulations from all of us.
Yeah.
We say congratulations. We wish them success. One big family now. So our assistant producer is actually the wife of our producer. Check it. Check it out.
As in match made.
Check it out.
Match made.
Okay, anyway, so welcome to today's show. Welcome to today's edition of the Truth Podcast. This is another season. This is another half.
Yeah.
This is second half of 2025. So yeah, welcome. It's good to have you. Thank you for always being there. So it's good to have you here. So today we are going to be having a topic. Have we even given our name? Yes, we have. Maybe we're going to have. I think we have.
Anyways, if you did not get that, I am Akin Sam.
And I'm Mary Augustine. Blessing is not here, and Kaz is not joining us tonight. So it's just the both of us today. So we are going to dive right into a topic. Today, I don't know, should we call it a topic or it's just a question that just randomly hit my head?
Yeah.
And the thing is, have you ever thought about a scenario where siblings cut off each other?
Like you don't tear paper for your cousins before.
Like we know family is family is a gift from God. You don't get to choose your family members. Of course, you get to choose friends, you get to choose husband, you get to choose classmates, maybe you get to choose even work colleagues, you get to choose them, you get to choose a lot of things, you get to choose church members, you get to choose people you interact with. However, you don't
get to choose
blood. You don't get to choose family. I call it, family is a gift that was given to us by God. God made us, He knows us, He knows exactly what we need, and He gave us
that
family. So now think about what could possibly happen for someone to say, I've had enough, I can't move from here to the next place with this person as my sibling.
For example, have they done something so bad to you
And you just
shut down? I mean, you just cut them off completely
and entirely.
I've seen some where they cut them off from weddings, them off from any of their
we have
events.
a scenario we just read right now, and the girl was talking. I will just summarize. She was talking about how they have a guest list, and then something happened. Her sister is disabled. Her husband, that's now the girl is the one narrating. Her sister is disabled, and her husband's sister, they are okay. They accept her, they accommodate her and all that, and then she uninvites her sister from they wanted to make the guest list smaller.
Very
and then
small.
The person she thought of is her sister. So she uninvites her disabled sister from coming to her wedding.
What?
And she said
I know if that kind of thing happens in a typical African home, They will call you for village meeting.
And like in the story, she said they've been calling her people, family members have been calling her, shouting and all that, telling her she's queer, she's all this, that, blah, blah, and all that. But Sam, what do you think? Like, is it like the guest list, is it that deep that it cannot accommodate one person?
Well, like she said,
one disabled person. I'm sorry,
yeah.
but I need to put that part. One disabled, that's to say, I'm sorry, but that's to say the person is not even going to do too much. You don't get it. No, like disabled is already like a thing. Like, oh, the person, it means that the person, I don't know the aspect of the person that is disabled, maybe their eye, their leg, I don't know, but disabled means that the person is not going to be as a lot as someone who is active. I don't know if you get it.
But then again, you need to look at it from the other aspect that maybe the disabled sister will crank her style.
Maybe bad vibe.
I
get it. But this person has been dealing with the sister's bad vibe. Okay, of course, I need to mention that she actually said that the sister was involved in an accident. That's why she's disabled. That was why. Now, for the maybe 2 years or 1 year that she has been disabled, she has been managing the bad vibe. So is it now one day of an extra bad vibe?
But even if the sister did not attend her wedding that day, she can look at picture.
No, if this sister cut off the wedded sister, you think she's like wrong for that?
Anyway, but this is where we're going to. Has there been anything, siblings, friends, I won't say friends, but I mean your blood particularly, have there been anything that they've done to you that made you consider cutting them off completely?
You might not say it, you know this one now, we are just being blunt with it. You might not say it, you might not be open with it and say, I am cutting you off, and all that.
Yeah,
but just go cold
on them.
Just disappear on them. Like, you don't call them, you don't say anything to them, they don't know anything that is happening in your life, they don't hear from you, they are just like strangers. Everybody just keep their cool and just keep it moving. I've had scenarios where siblings live like that, like complete strangers. These are people that grew up together, but all of a sudden they don't hear from each other, they don't talk to each other, and everybody just keep it moving like that.
Wow.
And this often happen with adults. Of course, it's not children.
It's not children.
It could be something that happened maybe in their teenager, and they just decide that I don't want to carry this person into my future.
Peradventure, there was a trauma that they experienced with that person, or what that person actually did at one point or the other while they were growing up.
Have you thought of a scenario where a sibling is unapologetically, unrepentantly wicked?
Now that's one.
Wicked, like you just see, like their wickedness blows your mind.
The Chinwatalago spirit.
As you get, I want to even mention Chinwatalago. I was going to say that their wickedness blows your mind. Like you're just wondering that, and it's like it's new every day. Their wickedness grow every day. Like you're wondering, where is this girl picking up this wickedness from? Where is this boy picking up? And you just tell yourself, you know what, I don't want to deal with this amount of wickedness in my life. I don't want it to come close to my family, the family I'm building. I don't want it to come close to me. I don't want to have to deal with this for the rest of my life. I don't even want people to reach out to me as the first contact of this wicked person. I don't know. So you just disappear. Like, please.
Anyway, we'll be sending you an anonymous link.
Yes, you can
share, and we'll do the best we can to ensure that we read every
siblings,
one of them.
Have they done something so painful to you and you just disappear on them? You might not verbally tell them I'm cutting you off, but have you been in that situation before? And apart from that, also I also need to chip in that you can, apart from telling us this part, you can also tell us other things you want us to talk about on the podcast. You can share other issues that you want us to talk about. You need our opinion, because my opinion is always going to be blunt. It's always going to be realistic. Yeah. I mean, it's going to be realistic, and Sam is going to give his own filtered opinion, because Sam is the chairman of very filtered opinion, but mine is going to be unfiltered. So if there's something you need us to talk about, if there is a conversation you want us to have, you want an opinion, or you want not just our opinion, but also our listeners' opinion, because by the time we share it, we read it, people are definitely going to comment like, I think this person I think you should do like this and like that. I want to share something. So respect to the person who shared this particular story, but this happened recently, where siblings, they quarreled and all that, and then the elder sibling said the younger one should pack and leave the house and all that.
Well,
blah, blah.
no, that one occurs. It occurs.
When we were having a conversation about this, and people just say, not him, they preach like that. Pele, pele. You know what I told them? I say, you guys should take it easy. You don't know the story from you don't know what that elder sister has taken.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that she did everything she did.
Right.
Like, I'm not saying the action that she took by sending her sister away or her sisters away is even right. Like, I'm not trying to, but relax. You don't know the story. You don't know the complete story. You have no idea of the complete story.
However, we would like your own complete story. Even if it will be one angle.
Of course, truly, it might be, you are looking from your perspective, you are the one that is right.
Okay.
If your sibling if they tell you their own part, you see that you are not right in any way, and that happens
Anyways, there is also one more topic that we'll be addressing soon, and that will be tribal marriages, intertribal marriages in these days.
Okay, we'll have our producer in that one. His wife. I'm giving you guys so stay tuned. We'll have them in that because they are, a good example of what intertribal marriage. And then we are also going to be talking about
I'm squeezing my mouth from the back end. We are squeezing my mouth.
I just thought of something. As you said, they are squeezing your mouth from the back end. I just thought of something. We're having a podcast, and then producers are just like.
If you try that thing, if you continue with that thing, you are doing. It's even the way he behaved himself after.
They've been clocking him in since, and he just gladdens our soul, our hearts.
He's been locked.
He gladdens our hearts.
Finally, we found someone that can tell me.
Good, that can clock him in, and that's good. That's very good. Okay, another topic we're going to be talking about is tribalism.
Yeah,
a
woke generation. I mean, come on, you've looked at Twitter for a while.
I feel like it's even wrong. It's nonsense to have the word tribalism and woke together. But it's so unfortunate that we have to. Sam, I'm reading somewhere now. Tribalism should not exist anymore. Now imagine putting that side by side with people who say they are woke. People who say they are woke being tribalistic. But that's topic for another day. We are going to discuss that one of these days.
I'm up for anyone you people are whose side you belong, whether you are woke or you are tribal. All I'm saying is this: it's very simple. What do you think about tribalism, even in this 22nd century? Because we don't live 21st now.
Our big 2025. How can you be tribalistic?
Anyways, this is what we'll call it today. It's been fun having you. Like we said, we are really sorry, but we had a lot of things to do.
Sam, don't be giving this excuse, please. That's not it, Sam. This excuse, they don't fly.
You think it's beast to have somebody that will be telling the producer? You think it's beast?
I don't want to say something to Sam, but Sam, is this how you handle your relation? What's going on?
I'm a relationship expert. I'm a relationship expert.
Just apologize and leave it there. Don't justify it. Don't say.
Maybe I've said sorry.
These people are making me laugh.
You people don't want to know what's going on behind the scene. You people don't want to know. They don't check me for orgasms. Anyways, we'll call it off from here today. It's been lovely. Enjoy your weekend. This is bye from Mac and Sam.